Plinko fans, I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Michael.
And you're watching M&J Games.
Today we are looking at a park called Blackwood by Desperado Tuning. And this is a park made for the PS4. In the description, it's a long description, but I'll try to summarize. It says, so welcome to Blackwood. This used to be a place for fishing, swimming, camping, and to enjoy nature, but the owners had a new idea and dream, and it was to create an amusement park. So they went to their park ranger and started planning and building their dream park, and after many years of hard work, they succeeded. This park has 2 coasters, not mine, it just didn't work, so these must be from the workshop then, and 9 flat rides. The fluffy animals in the toy store are thanks to the wonderful creators we have on the workshop. I also want to thank Tommy CM, Michael and Jasmine, and hello, Iron Maddie, for the help and inspiration. That's awesome. Say says, and Michael, thumbs up, like your new park. Hope you enjoy this park just as much as I did. Have fun. And leave your car at home because you can only access this park by train. So I hadn't actually read through the description yet when I downloaded this. So that was actually pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
See all that. See that shout out. So we are here, getting off the train. You know what? Let's actually. We're on the train. We hop off the train. There we go. Now we've arrived at the theme park. But that's really cool reading through the description and seeing how that's got inspiration from a lot of us who create content for YouTube. So that's really cool. But there's definitely a lot of really cool things that I liked about this park when I took a quick look around. Right here, the entrance, there's seating areas, and I actually kind of like using that tarmac right there in a way, just because it kind of separates it from like the rest of the area. But I like that. So welcome to the park, Blackwood. So what are your thoughts initially as we start to
I
the park?
really like the train idea of having the train. I've never seen that before, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I like it. It's a cool idea, and then also the custom fencing is nice. So there are definitely a lot of really cool things done in this park. Really nice, maybe I like the kind of lights used, the beams across. Looks good. Maybe the only thing I'd suggest from a realism standpoint is, since you've got these little things here, just putting doors on the back of each of them, so it's like the employees can get in and out. Just from a realism standpoint. Obviously in the game they just jump over the ledge, but But I like actually having the light on the side here. I think that's kind of a different look. And so there's like turnstiles you can use in your park, Jasmine.
Yeah.
So really cool. And right away, what do you think of this entrance?
I really like this. I really like everything is like kind of in your face when you walk in. And it's like a little town. I really like the feel of it too. It's definitely rustic-y, but and I really like this little fountain. That's a nice feature. It's so hard to make those like square.
And you know what? This is actually, the pieces used here are from the haunted or the spooky pack, and I don't see those used a lot for stuff like this. So this is a really good job. So it gives us a very unique look. It's the haunted house stone wall base. Maybe the only thing I'd suggest is having it shift out just a little bit more to where it covers that wooden piece, unless if that was meant to be on purpose, kind of having that
design element.
Yeah, and if it is a design element, my bad. But no, it looks great, and I like how, I just like when theme parks have this kind of main street when you walk in, where there's different ways that you can go. There's all these shops, like we see the sweet shop here.
Yeah, that's cute.
Well done. And another thing too is hiding this computer piece in the desk to make it, it's a very bulky piece, but then with how it's set up, it looks realistic.
What is that? See,
this right here?
Yeah, is that like a sci-fi piece?
It's the whole thing, so it's an equipment trolley. So it actually makes it look like it's got a keyboard almost.
Because I had been looking for
what are those for?
A computer. Is that like the keyboard?
No, I'm trying to see. Hold on. Let's delete this for a second since it's not letting us click on it. Oh, you know what? That's just a lot of these screen mounts. But it's a cool way to make
for the keyboard.
Yeah, it's a cool way to make it look like it's.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's actually, you got the.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a cool,
Yeah.
really well done. Um, yeah, so let's see. Let's turn this 12 o'clock. I feel like it's a good time of the day to look at stuff. I love those chair swings.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's
Chair
just a
swing
really,
and Ferris wheel.
really cool look at the end of it where, you know, you just kind of look up to it. It's really, really cool. And then we got a little shop in here. And I like how it's got, even though the guests can't access it, you do have a second level.
Oh, wow.
And so, as I know you mentioned Tommy CM, so I wonder if these are his shirts that he made. But yeah, really, even though I guess can't access it up here, it really looks like a true shopping center.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's well done. And the lights, well done.
How did they do the stairs?
So the stairs look like those are just temple block pieces or something. And so, you know, you can see some of that, whatever it's called, where it's...
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really well done. Nice food place. As I said, love this chair swing right there. And you know what? We had a coaster back here. And yeah, the only thing I'd say too, you know, is maybe when you do have some other creators' creations in here, maybe putting just a small sign to say like who created on the workshop and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lice, we got this. Oh, this is kind of interesting that this isn't actually the queue. This is the entrance, a pathway. Yeah, so maybe making it a little bit wider is just getting a little bit congested.
Yeah.
So here's where the coaster entrance is at, which I do kind of like. I need to start doing more of that because you actually do see that in theme parks a lot, right? Where you've got the dead end that has both the queue and the exit path. And hey, I like that little bit of realism, putting the fencing up there. And ooh, look at this.
Oh, that's an interesting picture.
So it's the camera room that's on top of the control room. So that's really, really cool and well done. So the extreme. So we look at the stats. So G-force is a little bit high. Now I know you said you got this off the workshop, so that's okay because said I guess the coasters you're working on didn't work out for some reason, but that's okay.
Is the station off the workshop, or you don't know?
I don't know. That's a good question that I would like to know. Oh, I like that, having the realism of all that. So I think that's the end. Yep, that's the end of the coaster. And since I know you said you didn't actually build this coaster, we don't have to necessarily comment on the actual layout and stuff. But one thing that I suggest, I'll get your opinion on this too, Jasmine, is because I know you've talked about before, like trying to build it lower to the ground at times, right?
Me?
Yeah. So I know you mentioned that. So like one thing, because you know a lot of these is kind of really high elevated, like especially this first drop. So one thing you could do is, I know we're gonna mess up the paths and stuff. Let me just close this for a second. So one thing you could do is you could just shift it down to like this level, right?
Yeah.
And then you can then raise and lower the terrain to kind of match some of the areas.
Yeah.
And because you know you see that in real life where coasters kind of get to the ground a lot more than they are where they're kind of elevated like this. So that would be.
And the path could easily be lowered. Like it's on the ground. It's just the top part is high up. So that would be an easy fix to do.
And then one thing too is here, which I love having this like little sense of realism and stuff. Like I think that's really cool. The only issue is there's no way to really get there, right? So you got to figure out. That's the next step is figuring out some way to kind of connect a path to this area. just so in theory, like employees could get there.
Because it looks like they painted some terrain path.
Yeah, they painted some
or
here.
path.
So there's some to this door here. And then, like, if you need to kind of paint some terrain because you want to kind of go through the coaster area, the easiest way to do that is to just actually take a piece of path that you want to use and just kind of have it go through, because then it eliminates some of the supports. So then you've kind of got your pathway kind of carved out, if that makes sense. But, yeah, I mean, I love this, though, like this little concept, the cameras, all that different stuff. Last thing I want to point out too is, I know I've said this before, and I don't know if I've shown you this before, Jasmine, or not, but the protective covering here is really nice. One other thing you could do too on top of that is like actually underneath the coaster. If I can get to the right spot, where is it? Framework, wooden framework. So these pieces right here that are 2x4, or you could even do 2x2 sometimes. The wooden planks like this, and then you just put them underneath to where then it's got that protective. But you actually see this if you actually look at some track on wooden coasters in real life. The parts where it goes above a path, they've actually got wooden pieces put there just so nothing actually falls through the tracks. So that's just another little bit of realism. But overall, I mean, I really like kind of the idea and everything kind of around this coaster. And like the nature, scenery, and layout and stuff. Anything else? Any other thoughts?
Yeah. No, I think this was good. I like the obviously I look at the scenery. Look at the. Can you turn the left a little bit so it goes straight a little bit? You see that water?
Little water
That's
feature.
Cute. That is so cute. I like that.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. I'm not saying I was looking at that on the coaster, but I like that.
Yeah.
Nice little touches like that. So good job. Oh, I like that the wooden beams. What is that? Is that
right
a
here?
column?
No, it's a wooden pole.
Wooden pole. I like that for like a guardrail.
I like that too. The custom fencing is definitely really nice and well done. So good job overall. And then this custom lights too. You know, those look nice. All right. So now on to the next area, which I think is going to be here to the left. So we are going here. So yeah, this is a really crowded food area.
Yeah. So that is one thing that you have to be really careful about when making food. And usually the little guests will go to the drink shops more than the food shops. And so what I've tend to do is I will place food, like the little food booths, food shops, every other space, if that makes sense, or every so that they're not right next to each other.
Every second space, yeah, that's what's
just so that this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And maybe limit
She's really
it
wanting
to,
some food.
Yeah, maybe limit it to 2 or 3 in one area like that.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then one thing I really like here too is, and I've started doing a lot of this, Jasmine, is, you know, using some of these ceiling pieces to kind of separate the pathing coloring. So that's kind of a cool little path separation there, kind of using that olive coloring. And I, once again, still love that. Really well done. Also like how you've just got some tree roots here.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be a nature park, so it's stuff's gonna be overgrown. You're gonna have some dead trees. Really well done, and I'm really excited too to look at some of the other like nature type stuff this park has, because there's some really cool things that this creator's done.
I really like this. It's like you can't see anything.
So we got a picnic area, but there's no way to get out to the picnic area. How do we get out to the picnic area? Oh, you gotta go this way. Okay, that makes more sense. So we got a little picnic area here, which is nice. This kind of reminds me of Insomniac not Suma Beach, Puerto Baja Park, where you had like a little picnic area on that, kind of by the beach. But this is really, just imagine having a picnic out here and looking over that lake.
I was thinking of, if I remember correctly, Addy Rocky had a, for the August Water Park Challenge, he made kind of a campy style park, and this kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, this is nice. So let's go ahead and hop the fence here. And let's see. Do you want to go to Kids Zone or New Area?
Yeah, let's do Kids Zone.
Kids Zone, alright. And I do like this fencing put around. You got the lights. Say maybe a little bit wider path, just with how congested it can get. So I kind of use the widest path possible. Because I don't think this is 10 meter.
No, I don't think so.
But we got the Kids Zone, and I like how, since this is a nature park, now basically for this, you've just used the natural terrain paint as the pathing. So I think that's kind of a really, really cool touch, how it's all grass and stuff, and put some foliage around. We got a little play set with the pirate arg. This is really cool. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is cute. Yeah, I feel like I do like how it kind of feels like a field, like an open field.
Yeah.
With some features on it. I really like this. That's cute. This little building, ATM building.
Yeah, it's a cute little building for sure. Oh, and I like this, using those
brick pieces.
If everybody's wondering what that is, that's actually a roof piece put upside, or a chimney turned upside down. And then you've got the...
Is it? Because I think there is a wall piece, like a column that's like that.
Yeah, but not with the rough brick.
Oh.
The rough brick doesn't have a column like that. The normal brick does. But that's what people do, is they just place it in the ground. Or you can even sometimes do that, and it gives it a little bit more of kind of a definition. And then nice little building in here. I like how you got kind of open area there.
Yeah, and I kind of like that this is like, this would be like a budget park that like you go to.
Agreed. Well, and that's what he said too, is it was a family-owned area, and then they wanted to create a theme park, and so that's why there's only 2 coasters.
Yeah.
So this is Old Timer. So this is where... What is this? Oh, this is a little car ride. Okay, let's take a ride on the little car ride, Old Timer. There we go. I think that one just left the station, but yeah. And I like how you've got the control kind of the operator boost decorated on each one.
Oh, this is cute.
And hopefully the music's picking up, because good music choice here. I like that custom fencing as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So while we're on this car ride, I'll pull a Planet Plip Cam, and this would be a great time to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Make sure to hit that like button. And thank you for helping us get to 1,000 subscribers. So how's life treating you, Jasmine? Put you on the spot.
You would know, because you're my husband.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't been on too many park tours recently. I've been doing this grad school class, and it's accounting, and I am not a math person, so that took up a lot of my free time. And I've also been playing Horizon, so I haven't been playing as much Planet Coaster. But I do plan on getting back into it, hopefully in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, no problem. She's 5 classes. She's got 5 classes done for grad school, so 7 left. So doing a good job with it. Almost halfway there. Now back to the actual park. What are your thoughts about this?
Yeah, this was cute. I think the only thing I would say is I would like to see a little bit more scenery around the lake with just a little bit more rocks, maybe covering just the rest of the, because it started a little bit, so maybe just continue that all the way around.
Yeah.
But other than that, I really liked it. I really liked the little buildings. And
this building is awesome.
Yeah, and I think the scenery is very, very good job, very well done.
Yeah, I agree. I think here is fine. I think it's just when you get into this area.
Yeah, just like around the little lake part, and just
Yeah.
add a little more rocks.
Started doing some of that
But the
there.
fountain, I mean, that looks really cool.
And even taking like the scavola or like the bamboo and turning it upside down and kind of putting it here on the edges. You know, kind of like you started to do here a little bit, right? Yeah, looks good. Now, some of it could be that you hit the limit. Because,
That's true. Yeah, there is a lot. There are a lot of trees and everything in here. So yeah, but it's surprising too because there's only 2 coasters. So I'm interested. I wonder what's like eating up the
pathing.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, looking at it, it doesn't seem like it's that much path, but I don't know.
No, but it's most of it's not on a grid, and then most of it's not 10 meters, so that's where it really drains. Yeah. Plus really long queues and stuff. And you know what? I think, was this everything over here? Okay, cool. So now we're gonna go to the new area with the other coaster, the massive Giga Coaster or Hyper Coaster. I don't know how tall that one is. That's the only thing is, for being a family park, they somehow raised a lot of money to make that coaster. Raised $30 million. So free fall. So here's the queue for free fall coaster. And I do like how you put custom fencing, or even just the fencing the game it's giving you around all the coasters. And I like this fencing around free fall. I think that works out nice. And once again, the same lights. Now that could kind of take up a fair amount too, because each one of these has 10 objects, and so you see how many of these are throughout the area. You know, compared to just doing like one individual light piece. So that does add up. How do you like this area right here?
Yeah, what's that building?
This building?
Oh, the mall?
Yeah, the Blackwood Mall. I think this is well done. Ooh, I like the picture.
It's like doors. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's nice. And then got these what looks like paintings, right? They're made to look like paintings. Toy store. Woo!
Yeah, that, you know what? That probably took up a lot of the piece count. All of those toys and the shirts that were in the other little store.
Yeah.
That's probably, yeah.
Took up more than.
That's cute though.
Yeah, it's definitely cute. Well done. You got a couple of bathrooms in here. And then they're running to get somewhere. Let's see, what are they gonna get? Or not. Let's gonna see what food they're running to get. So we've got cheap beef, pizza, you got coffee. So this is a little bit better. Like, you separated them. Yeah. You don't have it as congested as the other one. Like, everything's fine here. So I think this is well done.
Yeah, I really like the inside.
And then we've got this frisbee ride over here, which always looks great as well. And I like how, am I just making this up? No, never mind, that's not elevated. I was about to say, you elevated that a little bit, but that's how it comes, and those rides are awesome. So I do like, you know, the different pathing here, the separation of it. Like, I think that's a really, really cool touch. I like this entrance right there, the scream.
Yep.
So here's where they would enter. Yep. I would maybe just put fencing, like this fencing that you've got right here.
Yeah, that's true.
I would see if you could like continue it. You can, oops, I'm on the wrong camera. Basically continue it this way, all the way to right there. And then you could even put a piece
How are they exiting? I'm kind of confused on where the path is, because
right here.
The entrance is like right there.
Yeah, so hold on a second. I'm trying to see what this would look like if you did this. So you got something like that kind of blocking out the exit. So here's where they exit on this part right here.
Yeah, but is that black part in the middle, is that path? Like this black part with the umbrellas on it?
Yeah, that's path. So like that's the path they exit from. Right here.
Okay.
Because that's, you know, some of the typical. But yeah, that's the only thing I'd suggest here is taking this and actually connecting it this way, so that, because in theory right now somebody could just run and jump in line, which everybody might beat them up, but it is possible for that to happen.
Yeah, they jump right. They'd be the first person.
Yep.
Be right in the front.
No, but I do like the use of stuff like that. And then here we got the entrance to Big Wheel, which I think is cool. I'll just maybe put some fencing on once again, or even you could just kind of put little fencing on the side here. But it's really cool how it kind of goes in between where the guest, like in the middle part, and then up this way. Oh, is that just a lot of those different, is that just one plant? Oh, that's an actual scenery thing. I did not know that.
Well, I think it's a scenery thing, but there's a plant on top of it. Like that little palm doesn't go with that. Yeah, like that's the scenery piece.
Oh, I got you.
You put like a palm on top of it.
Oh, well, it looks pretty cool. Then we got another ride up here. This is the exit to the Collider ride. So I do like the different changes, elevation changes and stuff with a lot of the flat rides. And then that's a cool view of that hybrid coaster there. And then what do we have this way? We got the Python coaster. It's a nice little building for restrooms. Ooh, I like that. Once again, nice custom fence blocking off the coaster area. Yeah, so this is definitely where a lot of the percentage is being used up, is you're using 4-meter path without it on a grid at all. Python, I like the kind of how you got some parts kind of cut out there.
Yeah, almost. I think that's lettering from Mouse Fan, because I used that lettering before.
Yeah. So let's pause that since that's at the top of the lift hill. But yeah, this is a massive. Let's see what it is. Oh, hold on. So this is definitely a Giga coaster, 324 feet. G-force is a little bit high with the vertical G-forces, and the reason I know why the G-forces are higher here is because this first drop, it doesn't give it enough time to kind of level out properly. But I also like, ooh, that's a cool little gazebo over here.
Yep.
I like that. I wonder if you got some inspiration from that tutorial video that I made, because it looks pretty similar, but no, it's really well done. I like how you've got the food places kind of in between, and once again using the different flooring to kind of separate different paths and stuff. It looks cool. What are your thoughts of this area before we actually go on the coaster?
Yeah, this is cute, and I really like the building styles. Everything is kind of cohesive, and so good job.
Agreed. So now let's take a ride on Python. Alright, so that was the coaster. Anything that really stands out to you? Because I think this is one of the coasters they said he got off the workshop. But what about kind of it placed in this area and stuff like that? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super familiar with Giga coasters, but that one seemed a bit that one seemed a bit fast, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I like it for the area, but I also feel like it's ginormous too.
Yeah, it is. Now, don't get me wrong, I love making big coasters. I love Giga coasters. I just feel like for this style of park, it's maybe a little bit too big.
Yeah,
like
it just seems a little bit out of place just with the scale of it.
Now, one thing I do want to suggest real quick, so let me just go to this right here. Because even though you said you didn't make this coaster, this is something you could do is, if you don't want to make custom supports because those are tedious, you can just kind of actually turn off the supports on parts of it, which, oh, hold on, what just happened? Alright, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so you can select like a couple pieces in a row and turn supports off and so forth, right? So it's not as many supports, especially right here around this area. You could keep like that support there at the top of that part. You could turn these supports off here. and then turn these supports off, or something like that, where it's some to where it's just less supports. That doesn't look as great as I was thinking, but yeah, just changing up the amount of supports and stuff, or even just custom supporting one area so that it doesn't necessarily cover the kind of entrance area like this. But yeah, I mean, I think overall, like, I like this plaza area. I like the gazebo and just kind of the look of it. But it seems like a little bit too big of a coaster for the park.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do like how the two coasters you've chosen to have are RMC Hybrid and a Giga Coaster, because those are two of my favorite types in real life.
I think. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think maybe I would suggest if you were going to get rid of the Giga one, then just have like a classic wooden coaster for this park, just because this is a rustic park.
Yep, I can agree with that. Now, one thing that I don't know how to get there, so let me try to figure this out. Oh, it's just this way. Okay. So this is something that's very unique and different that I haven't seen done in a park yet on console. Is this is a little camp for like kids and stuff over here, and so we've got. Now there is a ride over here, which is to get guests actually flowing in this area. But this is like a little campground where you've got this, little water slide out here. How cool is that? Mm-hmm. With the little, with the steps and everything. You got the little floaties, and you got the.
Yeah.
And then we got a little canoe dock over here. Right here we got the showers. Here we've got the toilets. We got a little camping ground for like tents and stuff where people can tell ghost stories. And then over this way, which I do like this building again. I think this is the same building that's used over here, or at least the exterior portion of it. Mm-hmm. But then we've got the girls' cabin and the boys' cabin. So this is a really kind of cool little unique touch made to this park that is different than what we've seen in a lot of parks.
Yeah.
So we've seen everything. Anything? Well, what kind of stood out to you the most?
I really enjoyed the building styles that this creator, the buildings this creator has created, and good job with the scenery too. I think this is a good park, for it to be rustic, and I really enjoyed the first little entrance, the plaza, with the little buildings and the kind of like a little town.
Yeah.
What's it? Oh, we looked at that. I was like, what's that over there? But that's the backstage area.
I love this. I forgot to look at this before. Love that little detail of it having like a, an operator booth up there, and then you got the electrical wires and stuff. You got the security camera. And I think these wires, the wires run all the way down, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool touch. And then you got another one of these. Where is it? Right here. So I definitely like that. I think that's a cool idea, and it looks cool at night with the flashing lights. I think I agree with you. I think I really like the style of the park, because it is different, and but did a good job building on that rustic style. And just the cues you made, the detailing with the fencing, and kind of really making it feel like it used to be a natural park type plot of land is really, really well done. So, is there any other final thoughts for you before we end the tour?
No, I don't have any final thoughts. Did you have any final thoughts?
No, I did not. I've already said everything over the course of the tour that I was thinking.
Me too.
Yeah, we need to do more tours together. So.
Yeah, we do.
Yep. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to go download this on the workshop. Is the link? I said the link. The link is in the description below. And make sure to hit the like button. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.